Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to send a mail using your Node app. So I will just create an empty Node project using npm init-y. So it will create a package.json file for me. Now it has created a package.json file. I can install a package which I'm going to use to send an email. So the package is called NodeMailer and I'm going to install it like this: npm I NodeMailer. Now it has installed NodeMailer and this is the version I'm using currently. So to use this, I'm going to create a new file. I'll call it index.js. Now I will just import it using require for now, but you can do it with your import. Now we can write a function which is going to send the mail. This I'm going to use a async function because this might take some time to send the mail. So I will write async function and I will just call it send mail. Makes sense, right? Now inside that you can define your options. I will just create a dummy options for it. I'll call it mail options and they will be like from, pretty explanatory, and write a dummy email for me and whom I'm going to send it to. It can be dynamic in your case, but for now I'm going to use it as a dummy and I'll just keep it. Now what will be the subject? Test email, I think. And now the final thing will be our content. So I'm going to use an HTML template for this. So I'll just call it HTML and I will define a template here. This template, I'll call it template.html. And to use this, what are we going to do is we are going to import fs file system so we can access this file, and I'm going to call it const fs, and this will require fs from promises. Yes. They should do it. Yes, I think. Now to give the path of the template, what we can do is I'll just define a variable called template path, which will be the path of the template. Since it's in the root directory of my project, I will just write it simply here, template.html. This should do it. Now to read the HTML file, this will be an asynchronous operation, right? So what we can do is we can move this into inside here, and when we read the file, what I can do is I will just read it like this: const HTML file equals to, I will await because this will be an asynchronous operation, and I will read this file fs.read file, and I will pass the path here and the format, which will be UTF-8. Now we can pass this file as our content. So we have our options ready. Now what we need to do is we need to send the mail. To send the mail, what you can do is you will have to use a function of NodeMailer, which will go something like this. I will define it right here and I will call it anything. I will just call transporter, and this will be coming from NodeMailer. Now this will create a transport, create transport, and this will take an object. So this is the crucial part for this. So the host will be you'll be sending from, like if your account will be a Gmail account, you will have to write it something like simple mail transfer protocol .gmail.com, because I'm going to use Gmail for this, and rest will be you have to write the port 587. You can use secure, but I'm going to do it false. This depends on server. And now the important part for this, you have to define your username or password here, the account which you will be using to send the mail, right? So in my case, I am going to use my user, and my user email will be which I am going to send email from, right? This email. So this will be coming right here. And now this is the crucial part. If you are using two-factor authentication, you cannot just directly write the password here, because it's going to require a two-factor authentication, right? So if you are not using, you can directly write the password here. Still, I would recommend not to do this. What you can do is, to get this password, you have to go to your manage Google account. This will take you right here. Now search app passwords, right? Search app passwords here. Now you will need to confirm that it is you. Now you can create your new app, or if I have already created one, so for the demo I will create a new app. So I will call it NodeMailer YT, and I will just click on create. This will create a new app for me, and this will give me a password which I will be able to use at this place. Now that you have done it, now what we need to do is we need to just send the mail. We have already defined the options. We have defined the transporter to send the mail. We have given username and password. So to send the mail, you can write something called, this will be an async function, right? So what we can do is we can take information. You can write it anything. I'll just write it information, and this will await the transporter to send the mail, right? It will send a mail, and this will take our mail options which we have defined here. We must catch some error, right? It might catch some error like in reading the file or sending the mail. So what we can do is we can wrap this into our try and catch the block, and this will try, and there will be a catch. This will take an error. Now we can just log out the error. Something went wrong. Okay, now we can try log the information as well if you want to see. Now we are ready to send the mail, but we need to call this function. So I will call it right here. You can call it anywhere you want. So I'll just directly call it here, but we don't have anything inside our template, so I will just write a simple template here which will have table body, and inside it will have a table row which will have a TD, and this will have your name. Now this should work fine. Let's try to send the mail now. Now to run it, what you can do is, I'll just run the file like this, index.js, and this should give us something. So it has sent the mail, right? It has accepted the mail from and to information, and it has given us a message ID, and it has given us a response of okay. Let's check our mail to see if we have received any mail. We have received a mail, right? That's how you send a mail using Node.js. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.